Welcome to Jikoni Magic. Today we're making spicy and fruity mandazis. Mandazis are a very popular tea time snack in Kenya, and I'm sure you're probably asking yourself, what makes Jikoni Magic's mandazis stand out from the ones that you're used to from your local supermarket or kiosk? Number one, I have used homemade buttermilk, which gives my mandazis a soft and melt in your mouth texture. And number two, each bite is accompanied by a fruity burst of flavor. Before we start cooking, I have used 4 steps in making my mandazis. You can click on any of the links that I've provided to jump to a specific part that interests you, or you can opt to follow me as I carry out my step-by-step demonstration. Start by dividing your lemon into 2 equal halves. Squeeze out the juice and make sure that the seeds do not fall into your milk. Milk is made up of proteins that are known as casein. Casein has particles that are negatively charged. This negative charge is the one that causes them to repel against each other. Once you add lemon juice that is acidic in nature, it lowers the pH. This causes the negative charge of the casein particles to be neutralized, which leads to them clumping together. This is my milk after about 2 minutes of stirring, but I will set it aside and look at it after about 10 minutes. This is the milk after 10 minutes. See the way it's clumped together and it's thick? This is my homemade buttermilk. To your dough, add the following: 2 teaspoons cinnamon powder, 2 teaspoons ginger powder, 2 teaspoons cardamom powder. I eyeballed mine. 2 tablespoons sugar, 70 grams of butter or margarine. Let it be at room temperature. Then proceed to mix and rub everything thoroughly until the mixture becomes crumbly. I had forgotten to add my nutmeg, so grate 1 teaspoon of fresh nutmeg, or you can use the already made powder, but use very little because it can be very potent. Make sure that you mix everything together. To the buttermilk that you had prepared, come and add 1 teaspoon of pineapple essence, then 1 teaspoon vanilla essence, add this buttermilk that's flavored with the essence to your flour, and make sure you add it in small portions, not all of it at once, as you monitor how your dough is coming along. Once the dough comes together, roll it onto your countertop and knead it for 7 minutes until you're satisfied with the silkiness of it. Rub oil on your hands and apply it on the dough. Cover with a plastic wrap or damp cloth. Set aside for 30 minutes and your dough is ready for the next step. After 30 minutes, take your dough and wrap it and divide it into 2 equal portions and work on each separately. You can see the dough is looking very soft and malleable, signifying that it's very easy to work with. Lightly dust your dough with flour and the countertop as well, and roll your dough out to 3/4 inch thickness. Don't make it too thin, because once you place the sultanas on it, they are going to start poking out, and this is not what we want. So here are the sultanas. Lay them on the bottom half of your dough and arrange them so that they're in one layer, not one on top of the other. Roll your dough very lightly so that the sultanas don't end up poking out of your dough, because if the sultanas poke out and they get into the hot fat, they will burn very easily and they will be so bitter, beating the purpose of adding the fruits. Because we don't want bitter fruit, we want very sweet fruits popping in our mouths. So proceed to cut out the parts that don't have the sultanas. Set them aside. You'll roll them back together again and use them to make your mandazis. Divide whichever way you want. Circles, triangles, rectangles, stars. It's really your choice. In Kenya, mandazis are traditionally made in a triangular shape. Brush off the excess flour and the dough is ready for cooking. To your preheated oil, come and add your mandazi. Make sure you don't overcrowd them, because this will lead to the temperature of your oil dropping and the mandazis will end up absorbing that oil. Cook each side for approximately 2 minutes. As they are cooking, press lightly on the top side, and this will help the mandazis swell faster and more than they normally would. Turn them over and let the other side cook for approximately 2 minutes as well. Come and take them off the heat and set them aside on a kitchen paper so that the excess oil can drain and they cool down. I filmed this part the following day, and that's why you're seeing some of the funny shapes that I had made. Most of the mandazis were eaten in the morning by my family. So I'll proceed to divide this mandazi so that you can see how the inside looks. Look at all those fruits, they are popping. You can imagine the yummy goodness of the fruit inside there. And look at the mandazi, it is light, it's fluffy, and all round goodness and delicious. I served this with spicy tea, and I have a recipe coming out soon about it. I twisted some of the dough to make more interesting designs. Do you want to learn how to make super soft layered chapatis? Hit the link that I've provided on the left side of your screen. Or if you want to learn how to make the Kenyan spicy chai tea that I served with my mandazis, hit the link on your left. Otherwise, hit the subscribe button and you will receive steaming hot recipes right from Jikoni Magic. Thank you for watching. Keep it Jikoni Magic. Till next time, goodbye.